See this? Shut down unexpectedly.
No, no, it worked this
Am I
time.
good? Oh, we're
We're
good. Okay,
good.
we're
We're
good.
good
We're good.
now.
Good. Okay, cool. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to No Technical Issue Night with Travis and Steve. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
We haven't.
I still wish I understood what the issue was last time.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. We had a good Zoom call on our members call. It was pretty good. Uh, Nonetheless, so today we have an interesting discussion to start off with. I thought it'd be fun to take a look the way the rule changes affected how judo was played in the past, and when you were allowed to grab the legs. Now, understanding taking away the double leg and the single leg wrestling type moves, the moves that I saw that we'll see tonight are really, really they're great judo techniques, great judo techniques, and I'd love to see them in judo today.
I still think the best rule set we ever had, even though it's not when I won my medal, was the 2012 rule set, where the leg grab was allowed as a secondary act, not as a first step. So if somebody attacked you with Uchimata, you could pick them up with Teguruma and
Yep.
score with it. I almost wish they kind of went one step further where you're allowed to grab the leg, but you lose the opportunity to score rather than removing it as a whole, because it's such a strong way to get the fight to the ground. You
Yeah.
don't want to lose the heritage of what it does, but you want to disincentivize spamming the A button trying to get the W. And
Well,
that's really where I think everybody lost it. It became very difficult for the referees. It became very difficult for the viewers to distinguish between what's a false attack, what's a good attack. Those kind of look the same to me. The intent wasn't there, and then it gets really subjective.
and the one thing that I'm confused about is all my life in judo, which is a long time. Nagi no kata was the exhibition of your nagiwaza in judo, and kata guruma is in the nagi no kata. So it is a judo technique, and they banned that judo technique, which I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me.
They only ban the version that's in kata. They let you do the other funky ones, like the
Right,
ones
where you
that
got
don't
the
work as well as grabbing the
right,
leg.
right, right. Well, I've got some, the other thing is I was absolutely shocked. Just didn't remember how many videos that I saw of the Japanese grabbing the legs, not just
Oh
with
yeah.
Sode, but I mean in all different ways. They were. I just didn't remember, how often they were lifting people, with Teguruma.
They were like two opposite sides of the coin, where Europe used leg grabs 80% of the time and 20% with the
Yes.
stand up. Japan was 80% stand up, 20% of the time, which is where I think judo should be.
Yep, I
The leg
agree.
grabs is kind of like a secondary nice to have. When it's your best, you're not a judo player. You need other things. You need gripping, you need your hips, you need to be able to stand up tall, and you gotta be able to throw.
Yeah, but we'll see. And again, I was these were competitions I watched. I remember seeing it. I forgot when I was watching until I watched the video again how incredibly technical some of these moves were.
The
You know,
the scary part is when you remove the leg grab, right? It allows for situations that happened at the US Open, where people put their head on the ground because the uke now doesn't have an answer other than rolling you over your shoulder.
yeah,
That
trying
that
to
that is
count
now
them.
the only thing I can do. I can't actually pick you up anymore, clear your head from the ground and score, because I don't have that leverage reaching around the body, because if I reach around the body, I'm going to get thrown. So it creates this weird, like, I'm going to try to stay up here, but you're going to go down there. And when your judo's not there, it kind of like allows for that head hitting the mat situation to be more prevalent.
It's interesting because I remember before the step over type of counter, the Skashi for Uchimata. I mean, there was a time people didn't do that,
Yep.
and there were two ways to counter Uchimata. It would be to sidestep it or to do the Teguruma, and
Yep.
that's how people stopped it. And once the step over was, you started seeing people going, trying, driving forward to try to get the step over and change the direction of the throw. So even, and it didn't happen in this case, but even when someone is turning their head and trying to rotate their body, Uke could change that direction and drive him straight on his head. And that's, I think, where the danger is when the drive down is with force like that.
Yep. And in this case,
Yeah,
I only watched the video one time because I didn't need to watch it again. It was
yeah,
brutal.
this was it was. Listen, when I look at judo and I evaluate what I think is a false attack, you also all have to consider what is a bad attack. And a bad attack isn't a false attack; it's just a bad attack.
Hmm.
And this was I believe this was a lower than brown belt division, and it was a really bad attack. Uh, but yeah,
It's unfortunate.
it's very unfortunate, very unfortunate. I was sorry to see it. I was sorry to see it, and it's just, and I don't know what's going to happen with that. Um, but we're not going to show the video here.
No, that's not, no, we're
No, we
not
won't show
doing
the
that.
video here.
Yeah.
But
That,
nonetheless, it's that's kind that's an interesting discussion too about the Teguruma and why it wouldn't be there, why it wouldn't be allowed. I mean, it didn't affect my judo. I mean, you're aware that people do it. I don't know.
which is
It's
where
a
like, I kind of want that like middle ground of like, hey, I'm a Newaza guy. Like, I should be able to put you on the floor. And I don't care if I score with it or not, but I want that opportunity to go to work. I shouldn't be reliant on you missing a throw to then use my expertise
yeah.
in order to
Well,
win. I have to be an expert on both sides, which is fine, but you avoid so many of those injuries because if I cannot score, then I'm not trying necessarily to throw you to the ground with force as hard as I can because I can't get the ippon. I
yeah,
am trying to actively prevent you from throwing me. Grabbing the leg does that, get you to the floor, and then work in transition or just stand back up and go at it
yeah,
again with my partner.
yeah. But
I'd be
offense.
curious to see how that plays out if we were to do that in like a tournament style setting with some like decent judo
I,
players.
I think they did it in Japan. They allowed grabbing the legs.
But you can score. I want to
Yeah.
know what happens if you
If you
can't
can't
score.
score,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, when you look at whether it's Ochi and Kochi, when you grab the leg and you're actually doing a technique that you're getting that leg up in the air, or you're hooking that leg and wrapping your arm around it, that's judo to me. It's judo to me. And guys like Koga, some great judo players, did a wonderful Kochi Makakomi. One of Jimmy's great moves off the grip was an Ojigari to his knee, and he'd grab
Hmm.
that leg and lead to Newaza. And again, if you
Always one
can't
I wish I
score,
was better at. I wish I was better at that.
yeah, you don't bend the way he does. You do quite a bit though, standing, but not quite like him. He's like
Yeah,
freaking dummy.
I can't get there. I can't get there.
Yeah, yeah, but it was just a major attack, and again, it just worked so well that when the throw didn't work, when the guy went toward his back, he turned to his stomach on his hands and knees and just crawl right on. Worked really well. It
I'm
worked really.
wondering if this incident is going to change anything inside of USA Judo from
Uh,
referee, coaching, uh, registration for events, if they're going to make any fundamental changes, or if this is like, hey, that's part of judo. It happens. Nobody wants it to happen, but we're not going to change what we're doing because it's been working and this hasn't happened
well,
often enough to be a thing, even though it's something that you never want to happen. I
my
wonder.
guess, my guess is something's got to happen, and in most cases, when something bad happens, whatever the institution is usually tries to overregulate as a result of that, and it happens in all different industries, whether it's business or whatever. When something goes wrong, the people in charge want to over-regulate. So I hope that doesn't happen. But
What would you see as over regulating in this scenario?
I don't know. I don't know what the referees are going to allow. I mean, they may. I mean, you think about it, in Canada, I don't know if they still do it, but when I was, many years ago, you couldn't do drop Sanagi until you were 14 years old or something, and you
They
couldn't
do that
grab
in
high.
Germany too.
Yeah, you can't grab the gi high. You got to grab the lapel at a
Yep.
standard grip all the time. And listen, I grew up in a with a system that you had to win by ippon. You got penalized if you didn't win by ippon, and people stood up and played judo and tried to throw you. And while the system was flawed, the result it got was good stand up judo. Good positive judo. Now you watch a match, and if someone doesn't hit their knees 30 times in the match, it's a shock.
Yep.
And so I don't know what it's going to be, but I think we've heard some noise already a little bit from the referees. I think there will be. I'll see what happens.
What
I
are the
I
referees
know.
saying?
Well, I just think that the
You're on the
referees.
committee, actually. Tell us.
Well, like I said, you said someone already spoke out about being the coach's fault, uh, and he's not a random guy. He's an A referee. I don't know what else is going to be said. One of the heads of the committee was the doctor there, and I've communicated with him just about the health of the person. I don't know what's going to happen, and I would think that there's going to be some repercussion at USA Judo to some degree. So I don't know, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. Actually, you bring up a really valid point on like the health of the individual and like
Yeah,
what constitutes the environment being at play versus the person. And that's not to say that this person has anything to do with this, but I've seen like freakish injuries before from people, like when people throw leg kicks in MMA and all of a sudden their shin snaps. It's like
yeah,
that's not from that leg kick. That's from some predisposition and stress fracture somewhere else that you've hit the right spot and then cracked it. You see that with people with like hand injuries. I've seen it
yeah,
go with people getting their like ACL snapped on throws on a crash pad because their leg like slightly fell off the pad and didn't perfectly land on it. Like
yep,
there's been weird injuries before for sure. So that's definitely something to consider.
yeah. But I mean, when you see the people that when we watch on those Instagram reels doing the Chimata, that's not how they do it when they're doing Nagikomi. I
Correct.
mean, they're standing on their feet, they're finishing on their feet, and that's their goal, to finish on their feet. But the match and the great quality of the athlete they're fighting forces them to be able to adjust their throw to get it off because it's so hard.
I try to tell people all the time, like
Mm.
the only thing that you should be doing in preparation for Randori are fundamentals. Strengthen your fundamentals at all times. And then when you go live and it's time for Randori where we freely do things, you can make adjustments for the situation that's in front of you because you have strong fundamentals. When you try to make those outlier throws your fundamentals, your technique's going to fall apart. It's just not going to be there. Like if you've ever just been on Instagram and you've watched Ono like throw people, he doesn't put his head on the floor. He doesn't teach it that way. That is what happens when he fights people that have the strength, the speed, the stamina to combat with him. And he needs that extra bit of leverage. And he built that up over decades of doing Uchimata.
And starting with good, strong fundamentals.
Correct.
Everything starts with fundamentals. I'm crazy. I talk about it. Every coach's call I have starts off with fundamentals. These people that teach judo, and we really don't have any certification for that, unfortunately. But people that teach judo are teaching judo, just grabbing things out, doing the best they can and getting the knowledge they can. And certainly at American Judo, our platform, we have a lot of really good, solid knowledge there. But you start watching those Instagram reels, which all the kids do, and the truth is, watching those reels really don't help you because you're getting a short of just the throw, and you're not getting to see the build up to the throw and the setup to the throw and everything else that goes with it, which
Here's a
is quite.
story for you. Real life. This is how it worked for me, and when I came to the realization that I can compete in Europe. Because when I grew up, right, when before the digital age, right, I was in the VHS era, right? For those of you guys watching that don't know what that means. But when we would show up to tournaments, there would usually be a vendor there with a tube TV, right? A big square box and a VHS player, and they would play 101 pounds. When I would watch 101 pounds, I thought that's what judo was. I assumed everybody that went out and fought internationally, as crazy as it sounds, like they just threw people. That's what judo was because we couldn't watch Paris live on TV. There was no like, oh, I'm gonna go watch such and such a match. The only thing we ever had were these highlights. So we didn't have how many misses, how ugly the fight was, the back and forth. We only had these live highlights to determine what the sport looked like at the international stage. And I remember being on the under 23 team with Jimmy on my first big international tournament where I'm in Europe and we're at the Trattori. And I'm nervous. I'm unsure of like what's going to happen because I have Europe and international judo on this pedestal that looks like 120 pounds. I'm sitting in the stands and I'm watching and I'm like, dude, these guys suck. This is like watching like a local tournament. They're missing throws here, they're falling down there, that guy's running away, this guy's afraid to grab the gi, and you're like, oh, I got this. No problem. Right? Now, granted, it's a little harder when you're out there, but it really helps to put things in perspective when you watch the whole of it happen, not
Right.
just the highlights that you're seeing. And you understand that, like, hey, so and so threw that guy for Ippon with 30 seconds to go because he missed the last 4 minutes. Well,
Yeah.
in this case, like 3 minutes, right? Because we're 4 minute matches now. But again, my age, right? I'm used to five still.
Yep.
But getting that total glimpse of what judo looks like as a whole really helps bring it down off that pedestal to allow you to compete at that international level because you don't
Yeah.
you don't know what it is. Even kids today, like they watch mismatches, they watch people that outskill, outstrength other players, and it makes them nervous to fight because they don't know where they're at on that spectrum because you don't have a power meter in judo. It's not like you're swimming the 200 meter and you're like, oh, he did that in this time. You go into a pool and you're like, I can do it in this time. Great. I step out into the competition. I know where that bar is. This is
Yeah.
totally just up in the air for a lot of people.
And again, that if you're going to watch judo, take the time and watch the matches. Even if you're going to
Yes.
pick an Ono match or a Deguchi match or an Abe match, watch the whole match. Watch
Yes.
the dynamic of how they set things up. Lots of times things happen at the beginning of the match that affect the throw at the end of the match.
Correct.
So it's important to take the time and watch. I know we're in this culture that we want to see the dynamic immediately, but the truth is judo's a chess game. It really is, and people are playing and forcing reactions and are aware of what's going to happen to that to their attacks and stuff. And it's much more it's a much better learning tool if you watch the whole match.
Yeah. Just look at it through this lens, right? Go to the end and then go, hey, he threw him with this. Assume that the guy on the other side knows what he's doing. He knows that that's coming. There's a reason why he reacted in such a way that allowed Tori to get the throw, right? That something happened in the last 2, 3 minutes, 1 minute that forced Uke to move in a way that opened up that opportunity. And that comes through all the misses, the trials, the
Yes.
tribulations, the gripping patterns, the the referees and how they're giving penalties, all those things tend to affect how athletes perform.
Yeah.
When we looked at the world championships in the 81 kilo final with the Georgian and the Russian, same thing. Like, how much was that Georgian worried about getting penalized for bleeding, where he overexerted on the Russian and ended up getting thrown? Did he really want to take that risk? Or was this little bit of outside pressure kind of forcing him to feel like he had to go for broke? I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know those guys well enough. I haven't had my hands on them to like see how they feel and their thought process.
and again, those guys have fought several times,
Yeah,
and again, watching one match and then watching a circuit, so you see how these guys grow and they get older and they fight, and you see, someone who was losing end up starting to win, getting older, and it's fun to watch that. It's like watching a season. You watch a football season, a basketball season, you should watch the judo season
yeah,
because you see people come up from the beginning, the start, when they're getting ready to peak for the big tournaments, and things change. So it's interesting to watch.
yeah. I remember a really powerful tool. It still exists today, but if you don't use Judo TV, but you use judobase.org, and you actually go into an athlete's profile, just type in the other athlete's name and then watch the back and forth wins and losses and see the
Mhm.
flow of the match and who's dominating what and what constitutes leading to a win versus leading to a loss. You'd be surprised how your judo IQ will start to raise when you start asking questions and start seeking out answers above and beyond just cool throw, epone, I want to try it.
Yeah, when I was coaching, we didn't have that access, and what I did is I went on the at that time the best website for me was the French judo website, and I pulled off all the pull sheets. All the pull sheets. I had a book of pull sheets. So when we found someone from the junior worlds on and all the tournaments, that we could just trace him and who he beat, who he fought, and get an idea of where they were. A little harder then than now, but that's what you need to do if you want to win.
Oh yeah, I went right into it.
Okay,
Figured that was a lot of banter, but I want to watch some judo.
that's good.
We
Let's
got
go.
we got it. We got to get to the good stuff here. We're going old school here. Look at that scoreboard. Bizarre Yuko Koka. Old school. 99 worlds.
Could be.
It looks like the 99 worlds. The year Jimmy won. Looks like it.
Uh, God.
Oh, boom. Look at that tracksuit.
But
Man.
that control, and direction.
Uh, I mean, do you have any Aaron Sivia in here doing it?
No, I didn't get Arancibia. I've seen a
Oh,
whole ton of that though. I got some good stuff in
all
there.
right. All right. It was just a
Yeah,
question.
Arancibia. That is an Arancibia move.
Yeah,
Yes.
just a question. I was just curious.
Yeah.
He's
Listen.
like just as I was stepping onto the scene, so he's the guy I watched do that.
No, I know he was amazing at it. Yeah. No, I
I don't
know. I watched a lot of him coming up. A lot of him.
who's fighting Japan. Oh, this is the recent. This is recent.
This is recent.
No leg grabs in this one. Oh,
Oh, and you know what I like about this, and this is hard. I don't see this enough. Is creating that space. Just keeping that, just rotating that shoulder and creating the space to do the throw. The Japanese do that really well. That space. Oh,
you know what people don't understand that I really wish they did was the amount of strength that is required to stand onto one leg, explode, and control 145, 160 pounds through the air with balance.
yeah. Judo's hard. I tell people it takes years to learn judo. Take your time. That's why
And
you have to do fundamentals.
And the crazy part is, let me move this out of the way here, is like, look at this commitment right here. Look at that head right there. Look at him
Yep.
throw his weight. Look at that. Look at that. I wish we had an angle here that we could find
Well,
from
and
90.
but look at a supporting foot right under, right under.
Oh, look at that commitment with the head. Now, honestly, if you're watching right now, I just want you to try to stand up in this position. I
Well,
guarantee you're gonna fall over.
go a
The
frame up, and you'll see both his legs off the ground.
the body awareness to
Yes.
use your opponent as a counterbalance when you are trying to move him to get into this position, wildly difficult. Wildly. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's
And then
just
just and watch his hip go up.
I will say this to all the people, and I argue with people about this all the time. My hip does not need to be below your hip. I just have to have the strength to pull you over my hip. It is easier if my hip is underneath, but look at this guy's hip. It's in
Yeah.
this guy's chest. It's okay. He's got the pull. He's got power, man. He's
At
gonna
that
use it.
Kazushi, the Kazushi.
Yeah,
Look, the guy's off the ground already.
yeah. Look at that. God, my hamstring just wants to tear looking at it. Look at that stretch.
Well,
Foot planted, and then look. Not only that, but watch his head motion. He actually comes back up for that lift because he's trying to like get that big, strong pull. Most people here, they're pulling down. This
yeah,
guy's trying to
yeah,
pull up.
yeah.
So you see his head, right? Look at it in relation to the B. It wants to pop back up. It
Look,
wants
look,
it wants to lift.
right. Look at that lift. And now, look, if you stop it there, it's perfection. 2 frames earlier, it looked like it was off. Now it's perfection. You
Yep.
see? Look at that. That's just
Nobody teaches Uchimata like this. Nobody. No, you're not going to walk to any one of these guys and go, hey, show me Uchimata, and they're going to do this.
no,
He's
no.
doing this because he needs his body weight for that extra pull. Then once he gets it, he goes back into that finishing position where he gets that elevation.
So
Oh man.
look at that
Look at
extension.
that. Look at
Look how
look at that.
perfect. Yep.
All the
Right
way
under
up,
his body.
all the way on his toes. Pulls all the way through.
And look at the
Phenomenal.
turn. See the turn at the end? The rotation? God,
Bam.
look at that. You can't learn that from a reel.
No, but you know what you can do? Instead of dropping that right hand up here, you drop it down between legs. You pick him up with Tegrum and you throw him free palm.
Well, we'll see some of those, but I don't think that guy was picking anyone up anyway. But that's just a beautiful Shimada, and
And the walk off.
yeah, and again, we could break that down and point out all the fundamentals that he used to get that throw to work that are necessary before we can get to that level of Uchimata.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That,
what a beautiful finish! What a
that,
beautiful finish!
that is
And the
years of development and
years,
just
years, and
practicing the
right,
basics.
years and years of developing.
Let's grab this one again. What do we
Oh,
got
this is
going on
current.
here?
This is the current one, I think. This Grand Slam is
Semifinal?
going is it's going on now. Yeah.
Oh, that's embarrassing. That's just an oopsie. That's just an oopsie. I feel bad.
So when I look at the match and I see like 20 seconds in the match, I figure it's worth taking a look.
I'm surprised the IJF doesn't give Blue a Shido for lowering that sleeve to the elbow. I really wish they put that rule into more effect. As somebody who tries to grab the sleeve all the time, that's very annoying, very frustrating.
Used to be, they wouldn't even let you lift your hands up.
Yeah.
They used to be really hard on that.
See, she just keeps doing it.
Yeah.
She deserves sleeves just for doing it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But it's just that's not even judo. That's just being like
It's feel.
open and
Yep.
willing to win and
Yeah.
having the confidence to do it. Because a lot of people would have ran away, but she was committed to the position and sent it.
So one of the Huzinga videos.
Hold on, you want a Hoosinger video?
Just one.
Just one.
You can show two, but one.
All right, all right.
I
We'll
used to
go with
watch. I
this
used
one.
to watch him do this. It's just amazing.
No, it's not that one I didn't pick. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. Here
Yep.
we go. Made me go out of order here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but
Oh, and this is a Bundesliga fight. All
yeah.
right. Uh oh. Oh, you lifted him. Oh, that's just power. He did that for the crowd. That was.
That was his move. That was his move. That's just like,
Oh.
how do
And
you
he's a
develop that?
he's a tall guy.
He's
He's
a tall guy.
tall.
How do you develop that move?
The question is like, why? That's a bigger one. Like,
I don't know. I've never seen anyone else do that. I've seen people try it and fail, but
yeah.
that is unusual. How he bends down and grabs the outside, grabs around the outside, and he's freaking strong enough to get his leg out of the way when he's lifting them. He wraps around the waist, a little below the waist.
Well, right there, he's just holding the fabric, right? He's not like wrapped. He's just kind of holding it.
With his left
He
hand, he's holding the fabric. On the right hand, I think he's wrapping it.
no,
I
I think
think.
he missed. He reaches and then
Yep.
just grabs because his
Okay.
shoulder's not turned over.
Oh, okay.
Only because when we're here, see his hands
Oh, he's
down
got.
here.
So okay.
But he's not holding on to the pant because when he makes the turn, see, I think right there he's holding on to that like tricepy kind of like rib cage fabric.
Okay.
Because right here, see, he's not holding on to that leg.
He's not.
He's holding on to that sleeve like a soda. See,
My God,
there's no grip here.
that's a heck of a move.
It's almost like he's like flaring that elbow to get him to lift and just hanging on with one
And
hand.
he turned to his left to finish it. That's crazy.
Look at that split.
Yeah.
That guy should have just done Sumi.
Well, he seemed to be in trouble quickly.
Oh man. Oof.
I mean, so not that judo isn't dynamic now, but that's insanely great to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just great to watch. It's not like a fireman's or well, fireman's is great to watch too, but
All right.
a double or something.
Here's another one. Let's grab this guy. This guy down here. Oh. I always think it's funny when people get thrown with that.
So this is look at that.
Oh, so that's what he was trying to do.
Yes, you see that?
That's what he was
That's
trying
the
to do.
move. Yeah,
I
that's the
got it.
move.
That
That's
makes
the move.
sense. He just made it up on the fly for the other one. Okay. See,
And look
that's
at
why
the
you got to
people.
watch more than one video, kids.
Uh,
That's why you got to watch more than one video.
and look at the people watching. It's just like it's.
Hold on, I don't care about this one. That one's done.
Okay.
Here we go. Look at that. Just
We talk about developing strength and understanding how strong these guys are in all different positions. It's It's amazing. It's amazing with great athletes.
And I will say, like, one thing I always look at when I see something like this is like this: is there a skill gap, which is why he gets away with it. Uh, the guy in white's from France, and he threw Huzinger for a Yuko, so he's not a pushover.
No,
He's
no,
definitely not
not
a
at all.
pushover.
No. God, that is
Man,
just beautiful.
impressive.
Back to this one again.
No, 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 no. I'm
Oh,
changing it up.
well.
Changing it up. That was impressive, though. You guys
I
should
got a
just
great.
try that at the dojo and just try to
Oh yeah,
pick somebody up like that just for funsies. See what happens.
I have a great Brian Olsen story with Huzinga I could tell another time. But this is current. Oh, this is the girl I really like.
Oh,
She's really good. She's taken third in the worlds and the Olympics. She's taken third in the worlds 4 times.
it's just everything looks so ugly up until that point.
Right. I broke
It's
that
like
video down.
it's like okay, we got
I
a
got
high hand,
lost.
but then we let it go and we kind of did a half soda. But the crazy part to all of it is the Chinese girl, like, she's holding both your sleeves. Like, what do you think she's throwing you with? Like, why were your arms even straight? Like,
Yeah,
and
I
I
don't.
and I
I
get
don't
she
get that
used
either.
the Sode to set it up, but for the Sodeo Soto kind of like combo here, because like arms are kind of straight, right? She gets up and she's like, "Oh, let me try to break it down," but it doesn't work. Like,
Well, like I said,
why are we straight? Why are we straight?
this girl placed 4 times in the worlds and once in the Olympics. This is no surprise. This is what she
But
does.
why is your arm straight? She's doing Sode. You got one job to do: elbow down, elbow
Yep.
down,
Yep.
and like I can just see the comment section ripping me apart. Like, but she was doing Ochi and she was trying to throw, like, elbow down. You cannot break the fundamental rule that prevents your opponent from throwing you. You have to do that job while doing the other things trying to win. You don't get to abandon it because then this happens.
Yep.
You end up on
With
a highlight
ease.
reel with an idiot telling you that she didn't do a good job. Oh, man. I mean, I like that she walked out and stole that sleeve.
Yeah.
Man,
She's good. She's Portugal. She's good.
what do we got here? Oh, I love that throw. It doesn't usually catch
Let's
people, but
just
it is so
this
nice.
is
Stupid.
so
Stupid.
this guy is the Spanish guy. You know who he is?
God, I can't believe that, like, I don't know how many times I got to say it. When you are on bottom, you have to be offensive. You cannot sit there and just let people do techniques to you. By the time you realize that that you're about to get caught, it is too late. Too late. Wasn't he 90 kilos though?
Yeah.
100
He,
kilos will
I
be a
don't think,
better weight for him.
no,
Love that move.
seems to be handling it okay.
But like,
Eh,
why is he just sitting there? Why? No, hold on. No, we're going back. No, no. Look at, you're just looking at him. You're just looking
yep.
at him. You can go get him, pin him, beat him. Like, it's not a grip fighting contest.
Yeah.
It's Newaza.
Looks easy.
It's a mentality thing, though. Like, you are supposed to want to win all the time. Go win. He is not trying to win. He is trying not to lose. He
Not to
deserves to get
lose. Yep,
caught.
exactly. Exactly.
You should not do Newaza with the idea that the referee is going to save you. You should save yourself, and the referee should stop you. Oh, I mean, this guy, he didn't even try to get his legs.
No. He was looking to try to get his arm, but that was not the
Look,
right play.
his legs didn't even like try to like go get an ankle.
Yeah.
Not that he was going to get it anyways, but oh,
And he ain't getting up.
not a chance. Might as well give him a wet willy and call it a day.
Yeah. No movement.
This one's going to look interesting. It's the big boys. Big boys usually equal big throws. We'll see what we get. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No.
Heavyweight Uchimata. I love it.
No.
Love it.
How did the Japanese guy get thrown with
Yeah.
that? And he's a good guy. He's not even that
Yep.
bad.
No.
Sleeping on the job.
I mean, it looked like he had the advantage with the grip. I don't know what he's doing with his left hand, but it just kind of came off the gi when he turned. Looked like he's the hands off. I don't know what he's doing.
But you know what? He's not fighting. That's the
No.
problem. He's hanging out.
Well,
Hanging out.
not a
Look at
good
that.
idea.
No offense, no footwork, no flinch, no
Yeah.
hand
Look
movement.
how look how straight up the Mongolian is before he attacks. Look at that.
He he didn't even have the sleeve. He did it right
No.
from collar and some weird shoulder
Yeah.
cloth collarbone grip.
That was a nice Uchimata for a big guy.
I tell you what, though, he made it look easy. It is not
Yeah.
easy. Definitely not easy, especially
Without
against
a
a guy
doubt.
like that.
Yep.
That guy just got caught sleeping on the job.
Well,
It happens. This is gonna be interesting. We got a tape job going up.
yeah. This girl reminded me of Daria Bilidin.
The Russian,
No, yeah. I mean, just you know,
Paul Gangly.
yeah. I mean, and I mean, I've watched several of the videos in this contest, and not quite as good, but very similar, using her size to her advantage, her length.
I wish she'd pick her hands up when she fought, though.
Yeah.
Her hands have no business being down by her belt.
Yeah.
Like these athletes have to come up to her. Like, get your hands higher so you can get some offense going instead of like being down here. Like our hands are way too low.
Yep. Yep.
Posture's broken, leaning
Yep.
forward. Yep.
I've never seen her before, but this is pretty strong here. The girl's behind her almost, and she's able to maintain her strength.
Yeah, the Croatian girl had her.
Yeah, she got behind her. Yep, and she was able to hold her off.
She just went for that hook instead of the plant, which she should have
Yeah,
planted and like
yep,
pulled that
without a
back foot a
doubt.
little closer.
And then that leg wouldn't have gone back when she brought her leg back. Yeah,
Yeah.
she needed the plant. She was around far enough to plant too.
And that girl is just a little too tall. Legs were a little bit too wide
Yep,
apart. I bet you that girl's 3 inches shorter in her own height. The Croatian girl flattens her.
yep.
That height
Well,
plays a
yeah.
difference.
Well, without a doubt, without a doubt.
And then we plant too late, and now we're stuck.
But
Good change of direction, though.
yeah, that's some strength in that tall
That
girl.
strength you don't get in the gym. We
No,
fight.
right. Yep, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Good judo,
It's
though.
what I call judo strength, right? You got to develop judo strength on the mats.
The one thing I'll say before we go to the next video, as much as we're like, well, me more than you, writing these guys about mistakes that they're making, like these are not easy things to correct by any means. We're talking about
No.
some of the best people in the world. Strength, power, speed. It's just about trying to educate people on like what we're looking at to improve if we had to go back to the gym and like rework on positions and
Yep.
things to, you know, instead of just getting back to the gym and going, I gotta go do
You
more
know.
judo.
You
That is
know.
not true.
And again, that switch that you did, the behind it for supporting foot was a little closer. And she planted her foot. She may have thrown her.
Same girl.
Yep, same girl.
Look at that straight right. Boof.
Yep.
Get out of here.
Look at her. I mean,
Get out of here. Oh, that was
oh,
sweet.
switch. Doesn't she give you a little reminder of Daria Bilodid? The way she looks and uses her legs. I mean, I don't think she's at that level, but
It's the mentality though. She's not like
yeah,
gritty. She's not like aggressive. She's not like going after it.
I don't even know how old she is. I didn't even look, but speak the Japanese girl. That was this was a surprise. The Sumi. I didn't expect this.
I didn't either. Oops. Did she hang on for the W for this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She won. She won a gold medal. This is the semis.
That's definitely a problem for the 57 kilo division to figure out because she's tall.
She's tall.
She has a lot of
She's tall.
leverage.
And I gotta believe that she's got a lot of better to get. You know what I mean? She seems young to me. I don't know how old she is. She seems young.
They're gonna have to.
Yes.
Somebody in this division is gonna have to start developing like a Fabio Basili, like Dayashi, like pulling that
Yep.
lead foot by to like because she's a little
Yeah.
heavy on her feet, or like a step on the foot sweep because she's always seems to be angled off where she's trying to pull people
Yeah.
in, but she doesn't have that core strength and back strength, so she's using her hips for it, and it causes her to
So
lean on these heels a little bit right here. See,
yeah, yeah, without a doubt. It'll be interesting. Now, I mean, she's gonna have to get by Leportaliani, who's kind of a beast. There are some tough 57 kilos girls, but she's up and coming. I mean, she's up and coming. She's going to be tough to beat.
same girl. Would you just
Yeah, same girl.
download her all her fights?
No, I told you what my plan was. I was gonna. I named the videos where we were gonna go over grabbing the leg.
This
You're
video
not
is
playing
named
them.
screen recording.
But the other, I told you, the ones with the names on them are the ones that I have the leg grab. I named them for you.
Oh, Shido one. Hold on. Oh, both of them got a Shido. Oh,
Oh, that's very Dario-like, isn't it? That reaching Karai. That's how she beat at 48 kilos. That's how she was beating the Japanese girls. Just that long-legged Harai, hooking Harai. She turns on. And her turn is pretty strong.
well, she has length on her side.
Yes. See the hook and the
Man,
turn.
hold on a second. Oh, look at that shoulder. Just look at
Yeah.
that. That hurts.
Well, it's just using her length, right? She's got that huge advantage.
I don't know, man. That
That
hand's on
reach.
one side of the head, back here behind the
Yeah, I
back.
know. I'm
Like my
telling
arm
you,
doesn't
I
even
know.
go there anymore.
No. But
Previous Travis, maybe.
yes, yeah.
But look at that.
But
And
nice. And she turns
she
good.
she doesn't even let it
With
go.
this. No.
She held on to that. Look at that. Still got it.
Yeah.
Look at that extension. That's impressive. From a physical capability standpoint, that's impressive.
It's most people when you have someone in your division that's like, really tall and lanky, those guys are always hard to fight. They're always hard to fight.
Especially when they know how to use it.
Yeah.
Not everybody knows how to use it. All right, let's see what we got here. This guy. Gold medal contest. Well, that was
So the UAE has some very Georgian sounding names. It's a nice quick Ochi.
he didn't actually move. That was sneaky.
Well, it's like Aaron Wolf-esque how he does that, how they go after the outside leg. This was Golden Score, I think, at the time. He goes for the outside leg and forces the opponent to lean on that Ochi leg, and he comes and hits it. It's
Yeah, I mean
really nicely done.
he had to pump him quite a few times to get him to do it, but
Yeah, well,
one, two, and then catches him.
yes.
Took two pump fakes to get to that Ochi.
And that's a hard Ochi to do. At the ankle, that wrap at the ankle where you're turned, your whole body's turned in the opposite direction of the throw. And now you got to rotate all the way around.
Just smash the Japanese guy's head. Bam.
Yeah.
Don't do it. But see, the guy tried to take his leg out. He should have planted hard and just, no, not today. Tried to run away. Gotta get offensive, guys. Offense all the time. Head down. Just
Yeah.
the
So you
pump
can't
faking.
watch, yeah, you just can't watch this on a reel and do this move.
And you have to have the judo to make the pump fakes even effective.
Of course, yes. And feel the switch of the weight. You're forcing the weight distribution. That's, oh man.
There's a good judo player right there. Look at him.
Yeah.
And the guy quit.
Well, yeah, the Yuko was there. I mean, the match was over. I mean, I
Turn
still
him,
don't
pin
like
him
that.
for a pump.
Right. No, you couldn't though.
Do it anyways.
You don't want to go to any of the leg grab videos?
I'm going in order from the way you uploaded them,
No.
man. This is what we're doing.
That's okay.
Same. Oh, not quite the same last name.
Same guy who lost just now against the
Uh-oh.
Japanese.
Uh-oh. No, is it?
Yep,
No, it's
same
not.
guy.
No, different
It's
guy.
not? Okay.
Yeah, different guy. Different last name.
UA, UAE, same place then.
Yeah,
And they're
same
brothers.
place.
They're brothers.
Yeah. The other guy's last name wasn't Gadz. I'm not even gonna try to
Oh,
read that. He only had a
it
little
wasn't.
name.
Right. Sure looks like him, doesn't it? Same beard.
What happened to the Korean guy's hand though? Why is he complaining? Or did he just get smashed and he's trying to use the thumb as an excuse? Okay.
His right hand. Oh, he must have got bent a little bit, I guess.
I don't know. Well, he just walked right into that.
Yeah.
If you guys watch the American Judo System videos, you don't walk to your right. You don't walk to your right. Dude, it's fucking part
I
one of
got
the
to tell you,
gripping system. Don't walk to your right. Don't
you
do
have
it.
to have a sense of where you're at to know which way to walk. And I can't get the people that I work with to understand where they're at. I say, so,
Don't
right.
do it.
I always say, where are you going? Where are you going? Tell me where you're going.
I'll go over there.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going.
Oh, did he get that under? No.
Oh.
81 kilos, though.
What's with the beards? You all have the same beard.
That sleeve control. He's like, you will not grab my sleeve.
Yep.
Oh, he went for that Ochi again.
Same Ochi, same
No, he's coming
Ochi.
across. Oh, I don't know why he's upset. It's like you weren't even trying to win. You you literally just stood there. When he's like, bring him in. That's a good judo player.
So yeah. So one of the things that I liked about this is that
Start using your
you
feet,
know
man.
yeah, but when you play right versus left, if you can have the outside grip and break down that arm, getting that grip is so much easier than fighting for the inside. And
But
I
you
used to
you
do.
have to be strong to do it.
I understand
That's
it.
it's not easy.
I grew up. I mean, fighting a lefty every day, every single day, and after taking a beating for 3 years, I was able to figure out how to do it. But you got to do it. You got to be able to practice it all the time, and there's an art to it to be able to break that arm down and know that. But it's certainly it's an easier fight to be able to do that than it is to fight for that inside grip.
But if you're strong maintaining that inside grip,
It's both ways, right? Right.
yeah,
It's both ways. Yeah, no
yeah.
question. And
You
again,
just can't be in the middle.
that's what makes good judo. I mean, that's what makes top level judo. But you can't watch that and replicate it because it's all feel. Pressing that elbow, going to the elbow joint and and collapsing it like that. It's hard to do. These guys are strong. It's hard to do. So it's a it's great judo to watch, but fundamentals,
Yeah. Don't do weird stuff, people. Don't do it.
please, please.
Great Britain. Randall, here we go.
Oh, love Randall.
Yep, 99 worlds.
Yeah, he was hot that day. God, was he hot.
You could win that car at the Worlds, guys. For those of you who
Yeah.
didn't know, that car, you won it. If you won the World, you got the car.
Jimmy
If you
won
could
it.
afford to ship it.
Yeah. Jimmy won there.
Bam.
Yeah,
How,
he was on fire that day.
how excited they all are.
Well, it was in Birmingham, right? What the heck? Hometown. Home field advantage. Oh, good.
Is that the Monk Juan?
I'm not sure if it's
No,
Uncle Juan.
Fernandez.
Fernandez. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That's Nathaniel. See, why isn't that legal? That's a nice throw. Uh, I've seen Jimmy fight him about 6 times. The French were deep in that division back then, really deep. Look at that.
that lift.
Yeah.
That's what jiu-jitsu guys don't understand when they try to learn drop tail. They just put their head on the floor and roll.
Right.
No, you gotta
You gotta,
explode,
yes, of course.
then turn your shoulders.
Wonder what year that was. So that's good stuff. That's good judo.
Yeah, but I could go out there and find tons of bad judo for you with the same
Of
stuff.
course. Of course.
What do we got here? Oh no!
Right off the Osoto. Look at that. Oh, nice turn.
That's hard to do. Uh, for a female at that weight, that's hard to do.
It's
That
hard to
takes
do.
power. That takes power.
At that time, China had a great women's team. They had a really strong women's team. I think they went like 4 Olympics for winning the gold medal in the heavyweight division.
And this is -70.
Yeah. Yeah. They're big, strong girls.
Oh, I see this one. This one's gonna be fun. Can already tell by the thumbnail. Doing good. Yes. Look at that.
That's
Nakamura
Nakamura.
versus Honorado.
Yep.
And Japan does it.
Oh, God.
But I always thought the Brazilian was 90.
There was a 90 Nakamura. Three brothers.
Ah, okay, okay.
Three brothers.
Not
Actually the guy who
not
Jimmy
trying to
fought.
discredit him. Not trying to
Yes.
discredit him, but was he the bad one?
Well,
No,
he
because I
was the
know the
least.
other two.
Yeah. Again, Honorado's not no easy match.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Not saying he's not
he
good
was,
too,
yeah,
but
yeah,
out
he
of the
was good.
three of them, he's on the
Yeah,
bottom.
he's on the bottom. And the lighter weight, Yuki Masa had the best judo of all.
Yeah, yeah.
He just couldn't beat what's his name from Germany? God,
Qualmos,
Cuomo's. He just couldn't beat Cuomo's.
Udo.
Yeah, Udo beat him.
Oof. That. See now, imagine no score. You got to pin the guy.
Yeah.
That way, you're still free to take all the shots you want on your feet because you know you can't be thrown.
Well, that's not an easy fall either.
Oh, this one.
He smashed him.
This one's a classic. This is the guy that set the stage for this. This is the guy we all grew up on.
Yep.
Alexa. Here we go. Yeah, yep. Hold them, turn them, done. And one of the few guys to ever wear the reversible gi and get away with it.
Yeah. Oh man. Poodlewood. Man.
He's a guy I'm surprised never did like a fighting films like instructional about this. Because he was so
Yeah.
dominant with it. Him and Nuno.
Oh yeah.
Bam. That hurts.
Again, boy, so strong. So strong.
Oh, you went into some archives for this one.
I told you.
You were searching the internet. These videos are hard to come by. Ha ha ha. For those of you guys watching, if you don't know, there are 5 channels on YouTube that specifically stream like the high school nationals, the All Japans, their national championships, and events like that to YouTube. And if you follow them, you can go back and check them, and they'll have all the mats available. I'm not going to try to pronounce the names because they're written in kanji, but you can go find them.
Yeah, just
But yeah,
good judo.
quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Leg grab was completely unnecessary, but I like it. Oof, here's another classic. Oh, you're bringing me back to my childhood days. I grew up on some of these. Amazed you can still find them. Look at this. No, get back up. I'll show you how to do it. Bam!
Oh man.
Bam! Total commitment.
Yeah. That's just perfect, huh?
Couldn't have timed it any better.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's boring. We shouldn't have ended on this one. We're gonna. Oh no, there's one more after this. Okay, we're good. This one's just yeah. These are just two kind of like local guys going at it. So you end up with stuff like this. That's not as impressive as 2 world-class athletes pulling it off.
Who's the American?
That is either Gary or Harry St. Ledger.
Oh, really?
I believe so. No, Ryan Reeser.
That's Ryan Reeser, huh?
Yeah, that's Ryan Reeser. Pretty sure.
I wasn't sure who that was.
Maybe not. Such a grainy
Certainly
face.
could be.
I feel like I'm looking at like a 90s police surveillance video trying to read his
That's
face.
about what it is.
Hold on, let me back this up. It's definitely a Canadian event because it's Judo on the mats, which is what they use. He has a US Open back patch.
So it's probably the Rendezvous or
Yeah,
the Rendezvous.
I'm thinking the Rendezvous.
Yeah.
Which makes me think Ryan Reeser because they look 73.
Yeah, 73, very possible, yeah.
I need a couple more seconds, Steve. All right, last video of the day. Oh, he stands up. Yep.
It's a big guy.
81, bam. Pokey. Got caught. Oof. And this one's not that long ago. This one's fairly recent. Recent in comparison to where we were with the other 120 phone videos. Because this is my generation, like the beginning of my generation. So we're in the like 2006, 2005-ish arena.
Standing up from a kneeling position with a guy moving around on your back is not easy. You have to be strong to do that.
Who has every intention of not letting you stand
yes,
up.
yes, that is not easy.
But
I mean,
yeah,
just doing squats doesn't get you there, right? You got to be able to control the guy while he's defending you. It's
yeah,
just not easy to do, man. It's not easy to do.
yeah. But that's all the videos we got for
Okay.
today. We got the system up and working finally. Hopefully it doesn't crash again in the future. And we'll try to do it again in a couple weeks and do 2 this month.
Cool. I hope you guys liked our going back into the past because it was fun to see how judo used to be played. It's just good to remember. And we saw some great athletes from the past too. Without a doubt.
All right, so that's it for
So,
tonight, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. If there's anything that you'd like us to see or any videos you want us to release, even if it's how-to videos or technique videos, you can always send Steve an email. You can see his email right there. He can get in contact with me so that we can get some questions answered and get content out there for you guys.
yeah, feel free. Listen, every time someone emails me, I usually get on the phone with them. And we try at American Judo to give you all the help we can give you. So I'm going to talk to you and see what we best way to help you. So reach out if you need something.
All right, thanks, everybody.